Hey, what's up, guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So, Eric was a character that was in seasons 5, 6, 7, and 8 of The Walking Dead. He was a member of the Alexandria Safe Zone. He is the love interest for Aaron, and they're together up until his death during season 8, where Eric gets killed in episode 3 of season 8 during pretty much the beginning of the all-out war storyline during one of the very first battles. Eric, Aaron, Tobin, Francine, and a few other people, they attack one outpost, and they mostly win. They pretty much win, but Eric gets shot in the stomach, and Aaron tries to help him. He takes him to a tree, and Eric is laying against the tree. He's pretty much dying, bleeding to death, and Aaron wants to help him and stay with him. But Eric tells him to just go back to the fight and keep fighting because they need his help. So Aaron goes back to the fight and he keeps fighting, and then they get done and they win. And Aaron comes back and Eric's not laying against the tree anymore. And then Aaron sees a walker Eric walking off in the distance, just basically joining a herd of walkers. And Aaron gets really upset. He wants to go after him, but Scott stops him, and they just have to leave. They just have to leave. So Eric dies, turns into a walker, and just goes off, and he's just gone. That's the end of his character. So as far as whether or not I wish he lived longer, no. I mean, I think his death was fine. I mean, he was on the show long enough. He died around the same time as the comics, and in the comics he was even, I think he had some parts in the comics, but in the show I think he had a slightly bigger part, a slightly bigger role. But as far as his death goes, I like it. I mean, we wouldn't have the storyline for Aaron in seasons 8, 9, and 10 if it wasn't for Eric's death. You have to have that part. You have to have that moment to develop Aaron a little bit more. And I like that part. I like how Eric's death developed Aaron, and I like how Aaron changed and grew from that death. Because then we had him trying to get the Oceanside people, and then he loses his arm in season 9, and he becomes a little harder around the edges. I do like Aaron's character development. Aaron's probably one of my favorite characters when it comes to character development. I think he's one of the best developed characters, and like I said, you just can't have that without Eric's death. So in that respect, I think Eric's death is a good thing. It works pretty well. And he was just sort of a supporting character. He was mostly there to sort of prop up Aaron's character, and he died again to prop up Aaron's character. And I think it works pretty well. Now, I would have liked it if maybe he got a little bit more material, if he got just like a little bit more development. I don't think he needed to live longer, but I think that in the episodes that he was in across those 4 seasons, it would have been nice if he was a little more developed, if they did a little bit more with his character, just fleshed him out a little bit more, because it really was just sort of plain as day obvious that he was mostly just there to die and develop Aaron. I mean, yeah, I read the comics, so I knew his death was coming, but I just feel, I mean, even if I didn't read the comics, I think I would have figured out that, oh, this guy is he just exists so he can be developed just enough to be a sad death that props up Aaron's character. And I kind of wish that they developed him a little bit more. In season 8, he has this one moment in like the episode before he dies where he talks about how he never prayed, but he wants to start praying because they're about to go to war. Like, that was a good moment, but they only did that because he was about to die. Like, you know, do a little bit more with the character. You should have given him a little bit more and then kill him off. But as far as his death goes, no, I think it was pretty good. It was a decent death. He was just developed enough for it to be kind of a sad death. It was a good early death in season 8. You needed some early casualties in season 8. You needed casualties all across all out war, but you also needed some deaths in the beginning of season 8, in the beginning of the war, and his death worked pretty well. So I think it's fine. Like I said, I would have just given him a little bit more before he died. Just developed him a little bit more so that his death was maybe a little bit more weight to it, something like that. But no, as far as when he dies and how he dies, I think they did it perfectly. I liked how it developed Aaron afterwards. So I think his death was fine. I wouldn't have changed it. I would not have kept him alive longer. I think they killed him off in the right time. I just felt like he was slightly underdeveloped while he was on the show. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button. Right now we are at 738 subscribers. My goal is to try to get to 800 in the next few months. So just remember, every subscriber counts. Every bit of support matters and is very, very appreciated. Hopefully we can get to that goal of 800. We are just 62 away from 800, 62 subscribers. Just 62 more people hitting that subscribe button and we will be at that 800 milestone. That's a big one. Can't wait for that. We're definitely getting there. We've gotten a good chunk towards that goal between 700 and 800, so we're doing pretty good. But yeah, with all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.